DBS News. Fresh in the morning, eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: the Minister for Housing, Melissa Popon-Skerrit, says government is on course to build 5,000 resilient homes by 2030. In news from the region, the United Nations raises concerns over the number of Haitians killed for allegedly practicing voodoo. And on the international scene, protests erupt in Syria over the burning of a Christmas tree. Well, good morning. I'm Gavin Richards with the DBS Major Morning News. The details right after this.
And the results for the best evaporated milk is in. Distinction evaporated milk is 100% pure milk. Distinction milk is a fantastic source of calcium, protein, an essential source of vitamins A and D and other nutrients. The great news is that Distinction milk has no added ingredients and no preservatives. Always fresh, always pure, always rich. Now available in 2 sizes. 170 grams and 410 grams. Distinction evaporated milk is perfect for the family to enjoy no matter how you choose to serve it. Distinction milk is always wholesome and always nutritious. For healthy bones and better immune system, choose Distinction evaporated milk. Distributed by Fine Foods and available island-wide.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back. First up in the news this morning, the Minister for Housing, Melissa Popon-Skerrit, says government is on course to build 5,000 resilient homes by 2030. Her comments came as government delivered keys for new homes to 60 families under the Government of Dominica World Bank Housing Recovery Program and the European Union Housing Program last week.
Ladies and gentlemen, this government will never stop fighting poverty. And one of the most effective ways to do that is providing housing. And this is why we remain steadfast to our commitment to build 5,000 resilient homes by 2030. And I can tell you that we are well on our way of accomplishing this feat while breaking the cycle of poverty. Because we believe in everyone, regardless of their circumstances. They deserve a chance to thrive, to belong, and to be successful. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to set the record straight. For those who continue to spread misinformation, suggesting that the HRP is solely funded by the World Bank, and to a lesser extent, the Kalinago project is that of the European Union only. I say this to the naysayers on social media. Let's speak the truth. These programs are partnership initiatives where the government of Dominica has played a central and active role in securing and financing the resources that are transforming lives across our nation. Through the vision and the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister, we negotiated with the World Bank and the European Union, securing both grants and loans that help reduce the financial burden on our most vulnerable families.
And that was the Minister for Housing, Melissa Popon-Skerrit. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has told stevedores and longshoremen that his government will address their issues of concern. While a long-standing impasse between the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority and the employees has been resolved after a check of $4 million was handed over to the union representing the employees.
I want to say to you very sincerely, I intend to myself personally get involved in the DASPA's efforts toward addressing the concerns that you have. I don't think it's fair to you. I don't think it is right. I don't think it is appropriate, because the work that you do is very dangerous. And at the least, we should have some of the equipment and the tools that they need and the safety equipment that you need. But at the end of the day, too, as I told you, it's going to take out both of us to address the issue, because you have attitude issues. You have people who, even if you give them the most sophisticated equipment and safety gear, they don't want to use it. But we must never give them the view that they should carry those practices. It's dangerous work. And of course, the state cannot allow itself to be held to ransom or hijacked by anybody or any entity. And the state will do what it has to do in those circumstances. I will come and myself ensure that we continue the conversation as we work together. We almost always look at it from at the point of working together. So if we start looking at DASPA and us and this and them fellas and this, we'll never resolve it, man. We'll always be in a contentious situation. You understand? But rest assured, you have my empathy on this and my appreciation for this.
Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, meantime, Chairman of the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority, Blaise Jones, says he's hoping the payment of $4 million to stevedores and longshoremen will pave the way for a new relationship between both parties.
Moving forward, this is behind us. I know there was an incident that took place at the port, and we're hoping that incidents like that never happen again. The port workers, you are in the vanguard. You are serving not just DASPA, you're serving the general public. When boats have to be worked and the persons who have to work the boats turn their back on the job, it reflects badly, not just on DASPA, but it reflects badly on you, it reflects badly on the government, and the persons who are waiting on their goods have nothing good to say about the port. So now that we've settled that issue, we're hoping that incidents like that will not happen again. I know that the CEO had a meeting with the persons concerned, and the pledges that moving forward, things that happen will not happen.
The Chairman of the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority, Blaise Jones. A former Financial Secretary, Rosamond Edwards, wants graduates of the UE Global Campus class of 2024 to pursue further studies in spite of the attainment of a degree. She says that they should not become complacent, as a degree alone may not be the answer to sustain their education careers.
Obtaining a bachelor's or master's degree is a necessary condition for educational advancement, but it is not a sufficient one. It means you don't stop here. There is a world of knowledge out there waiting to be discovered. Some of it will be found in the pages of a book and on the internet, but much of it resides in the people in our communities, older persons, the children we interact with, in our culture and in our history. Be open to learning. There is no deadline or end in being educated. Embrace your success with pride, but with humility and gratitude. A degree does not make you superior to anyone else. Notwithstanding all of your hard work, you would not have made it to this juncture on your own.
And that was the former Financial Secretary, Rosamond Edwards. The United Nations Development Programme, the UNDP, resident representative for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, Limia El Tayeb, says the UNDP has supported the government in its pursuit of several developmental goals in the Kalinago territory. Recently, a $1 million project was launched to strengthen community resilience within the Kalinago territory. The project is being implemented by the United Nations Development Programme.
Not only did UNDP support the government of Dominica in its digital transformation journey, in 2019, the very first digital readiness assessment globally was launched from here in Dominica. But also, 2 years ago, the previous project launched digital transformation initiatives and investments in the Kalinago to support economic markets, tourism. There was also a Kalinago trail for tourism, but also for maintaining the culture, and there were also virtual reality videos of the Kalinago area that not only capture the heritage and culture and the Kalinago Council and people have used to share with the world, but also is a tourism marketing tool and branding for the region, which we hope contributes to economic resilience. So this new project builds on that. It will look to support livelihoods, look to support entrepreneurship, look to support tourism, most importantly, look to support their community and the council in their vision, in their culture, and in their heritage and how to maintain that. I know that in many instances, we don't stop to recognize that indigenous people of the world have brought so much knowledge to all of us today when it comes to land management, to water management, and resource management. And I want to say very clearly that it is a shared knowledge experience.
And that was the United Nations Development Program resident representative for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, Limia El Taib. Dominicans are being called on to assist the police in ensuring that there's minimum congestion within the city during the Christmas season. Head of the Traffic Department, Pelham John Baptist, says the police has put measures in place to deal with the greater influx of people coming into Roseau during the holidays.
We have signs in the city of Roseau, and they are placed there for reasons that assist in your safety, and we would like to advise motorists to park where you are allowed to park and don't park where you should not park. Because parking where you should not park results in ticketing, which we want to avoid. It's a season of giving. We don't give any tickets. We want to advise the public there are some vehicles which are like diners and double cab pickups. Not everywhere that have parking space is suitable for your vehicle to park because the vehicle is long. So if you park in those areas, you will have the rear of your vehicle in the road causing a congestion. Ambulance cannot go through, a dump truck cannot go through. We'll have patrols, you'll see traffic officers in the city. But our concern is to advise citizens that everybody can have a parking in Roseau. It's impossible. Don't expect to come to town and expect to get parking like there's a parking spot waiting for you. So you have to use it, maybe the gardens, for example, outside of Roseau, Pottersville, and walk to the city. We like to urge you to not to show or expose valuables and money in your motor vehicles. Make sure they're locked. We have a festive season now, Christmas season. Some of us do consume alcoholic drinks. If you have to drink, do not drive. Wear your seatbelts. Don't be on your phones and driving.
And that's the head of the Traffic Department, Pelham John Baptist. He says that there are occurrences of illegal vending on the streets of Roseau, which are to be addressed.
There are motor vehicles and owners of motor vehicles who have decided to attach lights to their motor vehicles. Additional lights like Christmas trees. It's an offense. Please remove those lights on your vehicles. It's not authorized by the Traffic Act. We have a few individuals who have erected tents and created stores on the road in the city. It's not authorized by Chief of Police. Those who have permission from the City Council will be given a spot to do their business, and they have to occupy the sidewalk, not the road. So if you have anyone who installed or has on the public road in the city any tent conducting business, they must remove them. We're trying to deny you making a living, but you cannot break the law to make a living. And the road, for everybody's use, it cannot be occupied or taken over by a few unlawfully.
Head of the Traffic Department, Pelham John Baptist. Well, let's head into news from the region this morning. A United Nations report says the massacre of more than 200 people in Haiti this month followed a gang-ordered manhunt which saw victims, many of them elderly, pulled from their homes and shot or killed with machetes. Well, the victims were suspected of involvement in voodoo and accused by a gang leader of poisoning his child, with the suspects taken to a training center where many were dismembered or burned after being killed. A total of 134 men and 73 women were killed in over 6 days, the report said. The UN Security Council strongly condemned the continuing destabilizing criminal activities of armed gangs and stressed the need for the international community to redouble its efforts to provide humanitarian assistance to the population. And on the international scene, while protests have broken out in Syria, over the burning of a Christmas tree near the city of Hama. A video posted on social media showed a masked gunman setting fire to the tree on display in the main square of the Suqua Laribia, a Christian-majority town in central Syria. While the main Islamist faction, which led the uprising had toppled the President Bashar al-Assad, said the men responsible for the arson were foreign fighters and they had been detained and that the tree would be swiftly repaired. Thousands of demonstrators took to the streets across the country, demanding the new Islamist rulers protect religious minorities. Well, that's the news. Let's recap the headlines. Minister for Housing, Melissa Popon-Skerrit, says government is on course to build 5,000 resilient homes by 2030. A United Nations report raises concerns over the number of Haitians killed for allegedly practicing voodoo, and protests erupt in Syria over the burning of a Christmas tree. That's the news. Stay tuned for sports.
But Tracy, what you doing with all them Frito-Lay snacks?
So Larry, you are telling me you haven't seen all the butter that Fine Foods have with their Frito-Lay All I Want for Christmas promotion?
Really?
You are very late on the vibes. When you purchase any 6.5 ounce Ruffles, Lay's or Sun Chips, you get a chance to win a deep freezer, a 55-inch smart TV or an air fryer. And the more you enter, the more chances you get to win, if not one of these prizes, but all of the prizes. All you have to do is place your receipt with your name and your number in the box provided, or WhatsApp a photo of your receipt at 317-4130.
Kisa, you serious, Tracy? And now you're telling me that?
When you snooze, you lose.
I'm going to shop now.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Searching for the perfect Christmas gift this season. Give your loved ones gifts that grow, gifts of lasting joy. At the National Bank of Dominica Limited, we are offering exclusive holiday deals on pre-approved credit cards and unsecured loans to help you build a secure future for those who matter most. Sign up today and you can win a $1,000 shopping spree this holiday. Sharing gifts that grow and joys that last the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Visit us today on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or at any National Bank of Dominica Limited branch. Let us help you unwrap your financial dreams. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, welcome to the Morning Sports Report. Let's kick off with some football news. The DFA President Glenn Etienne has described the 2024 football season as a challenging one. Mr. Etienne says while at the senior level, Dominica were able to maintain their position in the CONCACAF Nations League, the local leagues had their fair share of challenges.
Well, I think generally it could have been better, I must say, and I'm being factual to that in the sense that we had some ups and we had some downs. I mean, the ups was where we maintained our league's title in terms of the senior men national team. We stayed in League B, which I think is a plus for us. Our domestic league did not went too well. We had some little hiccups here and there. But what I can say in 2025, it's going to be a different league, a much better league for everybody that is going to participate in that. It's going to be much better. We're hoping that the clubs can cooperate with us through the club license department, that things will run smoothly in 2025. But in terms of, we might have some friendlies for the senior men's national team coming up because we have World Cup qualifier in June. So we're hoping to get 2 friendly games for the senior men's national team. We have other teams on under 17 in training now. We expect them to be traveling soon. So in all, we want to have a better year in 2025. So, I mean, like I said before, what we had in 2024, we had some ups and downs, and we are really going to better that.
And that's the DFA President, Glenn Etienne. Meantime, DBS Sports can confirm that the disciplinary committee has begun its investigations into the situation involving the Division 1 League. DSFC, will remember, they were suspended in November after their match with the Do It Center Mighty Avengers ended following a bottle-throwing incident. And the Division 1 quarterfinal match between the Wayne George Academy and RC Doctors is also being looked at after the Wayne George Academy team complained that the assistant referee for the game was indeed a registered member of the RC Doctors team. The disciplinary committee began its investigations last evening, and DBS Sports will continue to monitor this story. All right, let's move over to some cricket news now, as the Dream 11 HIL T10 tournament ended last week with the Barano Ote Warriors winning their second title. Well, joining us live on the line this morning is the tournament coordinator, Liam Sebastian. Liam, of course, a good morning and welcome to the DBS Morning Sports.
Yeah, good morning to you, Gavin, and good morning to listeners of DBS Radio.
All right, Liam, we saw the completion of the league, or the tournament, I should say, on the weekend. Your overall impressions as to how things went?
It was, I would say in the end, it was a success. Notwithstanding that we had some challenges and challenges that we'd have to work through going forward. But in terms of the general product, the satisfaction from those on the ground and online, I would say that it was a success, and it just keeping up with the standards that I guess we have set for ourselves.
All right. In terms of some of the challenges that you might have experienced during the tournament, you know, what were some of them and how did you guys overcome it?
Well, that's something I wouldn't want to do publicly before we deal with it internally. I don't think it's right to basically throw people under the bus in that sense. So what I think we will do is that we will assess it as a group when we do our post-mortem and then going forward. So maybe at a later date, maybe the general public can know some of those in detail, but I don't think it's prudent for me to do that on air before we actually speak to the stakeholders who were involved. I mean, some of the challenges we had to double up, and so we had some errors, but as I said, we will deal with that internally and then we move on.
All right, Liam. So the likelihood of a 7th edition of the competition, have you had any sort of discussions with the main organizers, Dream 11? What were their feedback from the staging of this year's tournament?
They are comfortable, they're happy, they're excited with what we were able to execute. And with regards to a 7th edition, I think it's still early to tell. We expect that it will come. As to when it may happen, that is still up in the air because the cricket calendar in 2025 is packed. So it has to be discussions on trying to find a suitable window to host Dream 11 when most of the players will be available. And so I guess it's still early to tell. We still basically in the honeymoon period from the sixth edition, so we're not thinking too far ahead. It's the Christmas season, so hopefully, the stakeholders will have a good Christmas. They will be happy, and then they themselves can have their family gatherings celebrating the success. And again, congratulations to the champions, Barna, the second time, and to all the teams, all the stakeholders that participated in the tournament. So, as I said, and maybe you yourself will be smiling to hear that you may have a good Christmas as well.
All right, Liam. So in terms of the standard of play that we saw on the field, we saw the overseas players really dominating, especially with the bat. From a Cricket Association point of view, were you guys pleased with what you saw on the field, especially from the local players?
Yes, it was certainly pleasing to see both the locals and the overseas players really coming to the party. I think I said it earlier. This edition is the best edition that we have had from a cricket perspective, in terms of the quality of cricket, the standard of play, and just some of the game plans that some of the teams had. If you look at it, particularly from a selection point of view, even the Windward Island selectors, having a look at it, were pleased with what they were seeing. So I think in all, in summary, it was very good from all the teams, in terms of what they showcased. Maybe some persons would have said that it didn't perform to their expectations, but I felt as a product, in terms of the quality of cricket, it was certainly up there.
All right, Liam. Well, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Any final words?
My final words, just want to say congratulations to Amaya Gilbert on being selected on the West Indies under-19 team. I think that is another feather in the cap for her. She been through some challenging periods, getting to that position she is now. But just want to say congratulations to her publicly, and we wish her all the best going into the World Cup next year. And we have competitions coming up. Stay tuned to the DCA page for what's in store, as we try our best as an executive to do what is best for the players and all involved in cricket on Ireland.
All right. Thank you very much, Liam, for joining us live this morning.
Thank you very much.
And as we heard there from Liam Sebastian, Amia Gilbert, well, she's been selected to the West Indies under-19 women's team for the upcoming under-19 World Cup, which will be held in Malaysia. Gilbert, an off-break bowler, has represented the national under-19 and senior women's team, and she's also been part of the Windward Islands under-19 team and the senior Windward Islands senior Windward Islands team. And of course, the under-19 World Cup will be staged in Malaysia. The West Indies, they've been grouped in with India, Sri Lanka, and of course the host country, Malaysia, in Group A. President of the Dominica Cricket Association, Clement Masler, says this is another proud moment for Dominica's cricket.
Dominica Cricket Association, I want to congratulate Amia Gilbert on her selection to the West Indies under-19 World Cup squad, which will take part in this tournament in Malaysia in 2025. Again, she has shown that once you put in the effort, once you remain committed, that great things can be attained. And we are very elated for her success, and we just wish her all the best in her future endeavors.
President of the Dominica Cricket Association, Clement Masler, well, the Under-19 World Cup gets underway on the 19th of January. We can also bring you up to date with the latest in the West Indies women and India. The second ODI currently underway. The West Indies, they're coming off a very big defeat in the first match on Sunday, where they lost by over 200 runs. And things are not looking good for the West Indies women. India batting first. They were 314 for 3 after 47 overs. There was a century there for Harley Deol. She got 107. Afid Fletcher has 1 for 38 so far, and Zeta James 1 for 57. So India 314 for 3 after 47 overs. West Indies are going to need a very big run chase if they're to get over the line. All right, Alec Athanaze and Kavem Hodge, they will start the new year in Pakistan, as the duo have been included in the West Indies 15-man squad for a 2-test series starting January 17th in Pakistan. While the Trinidadian batsman Amir Jangu has also received a maiden call-up to the test team, while Gudakesh Moti, who was unavailable for the series if Bangladesh, will make his return. Amir Jangu had gotten a century on debut in the ODI team when the West Indies played Bangladesh in St. Kitts. So the West Indies team will once again be captained by Craig Brathwaite, with Joshua Da Silva serving as his deputy. The rest of the team is Alec Athanaze, Casey Carty, Justin Graves, Kavem Hodge, Tevin Imlak, Amir Jangu, Micaiah Louis, Gudakesh Moti, Anderson Phillip, Kema Roach, Kevin Sinclair, Jaden Seals, and Jomel Warrican. Fast bowler Shamal Joseph will continue with his rehabilitation work from injury and is not part of the team, while Alzari Joseph will be unavailable due to other engagements. The West Indies team will leave the Caribbean on the 2nd of January. Well, that's where we'll come to the end of the DBS Morning Sports Report. Some more sporting highlights for you at 11 o'clock during the morning news update, and of course at 1:28 during the 13:15 news. Until then, Garvin Richards saying good morning.
Searching for the perfect Christmas gift this season. Give your loved ones gifts that grow, gifts of lasting joy. At the National Bank of Dominica Limited, we are offering exclusive holiday deals on pre-approved credit cards and unsecured loans to help you build a secure future for those who matter most. Sign up today and you can win a $1,000 shopping spree this holiday, sharing gifts that grow and joys that last with the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Visit us today on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or at any National Bank of Dominica Limited branch. Let us help you unwrap your financial dreams. Terms and conditions apply.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. "7:33 is the time here on Your Nature Isle. Coming up shortly, we'll bring you your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, would like to remind you of your Kalinago phrase for today, and that's, it is for me to plant flowers. It is for me to plant flowers. And that, of course, is a response from yesterday when we asked, why are you digging that hole? So, it is for me to plant flowers. And, of course, that is Luni Nabunaku Ilewe. Luni Nabunaku Ilewe. And that's Luni, Luni Nabunaku, Nabunaku, Ilewe. I-L-E with an acute accent, W-E with an acute accent. Luni Nabunaku Ilewe. It is for me to plant flowers. Your Kalinago phrase of the day for today. Join us Friday morning, God willing, at roughly 6:47 for another edition here on your nation station, DBS Radio. Up next, your morning's weather report made possible compliments Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
Okay, Max, if I'm going to steal Christmas this year, I'll need a smart TV to keep an eye on the who's, a smartphone to call for backup, cash, and a stove to bake this ham. Seriously, I can get all this for free if I sign up for Flow.
We're Christmasing with thousands of gifts even the Grinch would love. Sign up for a postpaid mobile bundle or high-speed broadband and win big every week. Visit discoverflow.co now.
At this time, we bring you your morning's weather report, made possible compliments the good folks of Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited. Your forecast valid from 6 a.m. today, Tuesday, December 24th, 2024. Synopsis: a high-pressure system is the dominant feature. Forecast for today and tonight: partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and slightly hazy with a few showers. Wind: east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 30 kilometers per hour. Sea conditions slight to moderate in open water. Waves 1 to 2 meters or 3 to 7 feet. There is no warning or advisory at this time. Sunset last evening was 5:42 p.m. Sunrise this morning, 6:29 a.m. Low tide was at 4:16 a.m. and will be at 5:36 p.m. High tide will be at 10:21 a.m. and at 11:48 p.m. Weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles. A high-pressure system is transporting pockets of moisture across the area in a northeasterly wind flow. As a result, occasionally cloudy conditions with some scattered showers can be expected during the next 24 hours. Slight dust haze is expected to persist into Wednesday and dissipating thereafter. People with respiratory sensitivities are advised to take all the necessary precautions to avoid complications. Seas are expected to be slight to moderate during the next 24 to 48 hours, with waves peaking near 7 feet. Your morning's weather report made possible compliments Flow Dominica Limited and Big Edge Financial.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face, at least when it comes to your waning finances. Help is coming your way. You've got Big Edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge, the cash can be in your hand with the easiest payment plans. Cash in a flash.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
This is DBS Radio.
Coming up shortly, we bring you or represent your general announcements on the morning's community bulletin board. Just before we do so, would like to extend birthday greetings to Capria Prosper, celebrating her big day today. Greetings coming from her mom, Val, that's Valerie Cuffey, and the entire home circle, sending all her love her way. Hugs and kisses as well, hoping she has a magical day, a day filled with love as she celebrates today. Capria Prosper, good morning, and happy birthday. Would also like to extend birthday greetings to Melanie Popo of Coptal, celebrating her big day tomorrow, God willing, on Christmas Day. So that's advanced birthday greetings coming from Ophelia Olivache Marie and family and the entire Coptall community, hoping you have a wonderful day when your birthday rolls around tomorrow, God willing. Melanie Popo of Coptall, good morning and advanced happy birthday greetings to you. Up next, your morning's presentation of the general announcements on your community bulletin board, made possible compliments Valley Engineering Sales and Services and the Central Cooperative Credit Union.
Central Cooperative Credit Union is encouraging all members to update their accounts. Members, please present the following at any of our 2 branches. Valid picture ID. This could be a passport, Dominica Social Security card, government-issued ID, such as driver's license or state ID. Proof of address, reflecting your name and current address. This document could be a utility bill, hire purchase document, bank statement, bank reference letter, employment letter, or driver's license. Where your driver's license is presented as a proof of address, you will need to present your passport or Dominica Social Security card as identification. While you are at the branch of your choice, please take the opportunity to update the beneficiary to your account. The purpose of this is to ensure that upon your death, the person whom you so desire will get the proceeds to your account. Please visit our Goodwill or Portsmouth branch today. Our friendly and efficient staff are waiting to serve you.
And now, your community bulletin board.
The National Bank of Dominica Limited wishes to advise the public of its amended hours for the 2024 Christmas season. Today, Tuesday, 24th December, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday, December 30, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday, December 31, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. The National Bank of Dominica apologizes for any inconvenience that may be caused and would like to remind you that their mobile banking and ATM services are available to serve you. All members of the Dominica Fisheries Cooperative are asked to collect their payments from the liquidators at the Cooperative Division on High Street, Roseau, today, Tuesday, December 24th, from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. So that's from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Insurance Company of the West Indies Limited, ICWI, wishes to advise customers and prospective customers that its offices at Roseau and Portsmouth will be closed from 12 noon today, Tuesday, December 24, 2024, and also on Tuesday, December 31, 2024. ICWI apologizes for any inconvenience this may cause. The staff of ICWI thanks its customers for their business in 2024 and wishes a blessed Christmas and a healthy and prosperous 2025 to all. The Dominica Aid Bank wishes to inform all their customers, affiliates, and the general public that its main office on the corner of Charles Avenue and Rawls Lane, Goodwill, and its industrial estate office at Canefield Industrial Estate will be officially closed at 12 p.m. today, Tuesday, December 24. and Tuesday, December 31, 2024. The bank is deeply appreciative and thankful for your continued patronage and commitment as they look forward to serving you in 2025. Season's greetings.